Hello, welcome. It's good to be here again with you. So today I'm here to answer that question that some of you have been asking. How do you get on board on our early intervention program? So first things first, our program is for children in the early intervention phase, children from 12 months to 6 years. Yeah, so we run an early intervention program and covers the ages of 12 months to 6 years. My name again is Mabel Akerele. I'm the clinical director at Nuture-Child Development Clinic. I'm a behavior analyst and an early start Denver model therapist. So how do you get on board on Nuture-CDC? So first things first, we'd like to meet you because we want to know you, we want to know your child, and we want to know how best we can plan support for your child. After the first meeting, which is the first step, we also would like to schedule an assessment for you, because in an assessment, we get to understand what your child's strengths are and what the needs are. Then the next step we would like to engage you on is the assessment. So at Nuture-CDC, we believe that getting an accurate diagnosis that gives us a clear picture of your child's needs and what their support needs would be, it's very critical. So in our assessment, we put together a team, a multidisciplinary team, because we understand that your child's needs are multifaceted. You might be saying language, but we've known over time that once there's a delay in one place, there's a higher possibility that other aspects of your child's life may be impacted. So we bring together a multidisciplinary team of at least 2 to 3 specialists that would sit down and do the assessment. And of course, we include you in that process, being the expert that really knows your child. You know your child's history, you know all the things that make your child tick, and then you have the most recent information about your child's functioning. So you are a key member of that assessment, and you're going to be sitting right there in the assessment with us while we do our observations. Typically, the assessment process is usually very play-based, because that's what children know how to do. They know how to play. So we want to observe your child when they're doing what they know how to do best. We want to observe the behaviors, how they respond to the environment, and how they engage with play resources. Based on that, we run different assessments using standardized tools that helps us to check out certain criteria based on global health practices to say, okay, this is exactly what is going on with your child. After the assessment is ended, we'll sit with you that same day and discuss our preliminary findings about what we think is going on with your child. This is way ahead of when you will get a written report. What are the initial impressions about your child from our own view and based on the tools that we have administered? So based on that, we have that discussion with you, we give you an immediate feedback, and then we'll send you a comprehensive written report. The next phase after that, when you get the report and you've had time to go through it, is for us to engage with you again. What are we doing this time? At this phase, we want to review the assessment report with you. We want to sit with you and look at your care options for your child. What exactly is the treatment plan or the intervention plan that you would like to have for your child? Because we know that intervention is like a spectrum too. Some children will need a very intensive program, others would need just some little support. So we sit down with you to make those decisions. After that phase, your child is about to resume in our program. We draw up an individualized treatment plan that helps us to track progress, establishing baseline skills, and monitoring your child's progress on our program. So it's very important for us that your child has an intervention plan that we share with you, get your input to know what your priorities are as a family. Yes, we know that there are certain gaps that your child may have. We also know your child has strengths, and very critical also is the fact that as a family, you have some very key things you want to see happen immediately your child starts an intervention plan. So we want to know what those priorities are and be able to factor them into whatever plan we have for you. The next thing is to assign a therapist and also decide on the location of your child's service. So at Nuture-CDC, a lot of times and all the time, we want to ensure that therapy is seamless and is natural to your child's environment. So we can have your child's intervention at school, in your house or at our clinic, depending on what works best for your child and your family. So that's how we do therapy in Nurture, making it seamless, making it accessible, and ensuring that therapy goes with your child to where they need it the most, whether at play and social engagement and learning in school, or in our clinic where they need a lot of structure, or at home where they need to do the easy daily routines of their day. So we provide support across environment depending on what works best for your child. That is key. After that process, we've drawn the IP, we've decided on location, we've agreed on when you want to start. The next phase and the final phase before the kickoff is to sit down with you to discuss expectations. Yes, we'd sit down with you and have that meeting with regards to what you should expect from us as service providers and what we expect from you, including also how you're going to be involved in your child's intervention, how you're going to join in on our parent training program, because we believe your involvement is critical. Once you are involved, it means that even when our therapists are not there, you are in the community, you travel out of the country, wherever you are, you can take charge of your child's intervention while we provide support to you. So the last part of our service engagement process is that final meeting when we sit with you to discuss these expectations in terms of what you should expect from us and how we expect you to participate in your child's program. I know a lot of you will be asking, because parents usually ask, so how do I know my child is making progress on your program? Very easy. We have established processes and procedures to ensure that you're getting feedback on how your child is moving in terms of progress. Remember what I said initially. There's supposed to be an intervention plan that states out the goals that we're going to be working on with the success criteria that helps you to know when your child has achieved a milestone. In addition to that intervention plan, we give you a daily feedback. Yes, daily feedback on what your child has done for the day and what they have achieved for that day. In addition to the daily feedback, you also get weekly feedback to say, at the end of the week, this is what your superstar was able to achieve. Then, at the end of the month, you would get the graphs, the reports, a written report that summarizes an overall reports on your child's progress throughout the month. What else do you want as a parent but to be able to be in the midst of everything that is happening with your child? We know that all of these are important to you, and we've put structures in place to ensure that you are in the mix and you're very involved with the key things that happen on your child's program. Do you still have questions about our program? Jump on the phone and give us a call today. The number to call is 234-7064-931025. 234-7064-931025. And of course, you can also get on our website to schedule an appointment. The address is www.nuture-CDC.com. Again, www.nuture-CDC.com. I can't wait to hear from you so that we can begin to help you get your child to where they need to be. Success. Have a good day.